So, going back to what I mentioned on the other video, we want to start with gentle static type loading into this tendon, into our Achilles. So the way that we can do that is with a step. But if it's very sensitive, start with both feet. And you just want the heel just gently off the back of the step. And we're just going to hold it there. If that feels okay, you might want to take the feet a bit further back, just on the ball of the foot. And hold it there for about 30 seconds or so. And then you want to repeat that 3 times. See how it feels the next day. If it feels okay, we can increase that and make it harder by maybe wearing a backpack with some bottles of water, some books in it, something to increase the load through it. So that's the static loading, one type of exercise we can do. We can then start to bring a little bit more movement into it, but we want the movement to be slow. That's really, really, really important. We want slow movement. So we start, again, maybe onto that step. And then slowly we go up for 3. Hold at the top. Slowly down for 4. And hold. Up for 3. Down for 4. And the research has shown it's actually really important to focus on what it is that you're doing. So maybe having a clock or the second hand that you can hear counting, and focus on that and count yourself through it. So you want to start on both feet. Progressing on, so the next day, anything kind of that pain score between a 2 and a 5 is fine. So 10 being the worst pain possible, 0 being nothing at all. So to be 2 and a 5 is what we should be expecting to feel the next day. If it's feeling quite good and it's getting easier, then we can progress that. We can start to put a backpack on again with some books in it. We can also, without that, start to just bring the weight more onto the affected foot. So for an example, if it's my left one, I can just shift the weight a little bit more onto it, or lift the right foot away. We can hold it statically. And we can start to add in the slow movement, so make sure you've got something to hold on to. So again, up for 3, a little hold, and down for 4, a little hold. So you want to do these type of exercises before we come back into any explosive jumping type exercises. We need the pain to be okay the next day. We say somewhere between 2 and 5 is okay, and then as that starts to settle, then we can progress the exercises on from there. So slowly starting to build up some of the more dynamic exercise. Again, we're going to keep it quite slow to begin with. Even just simple things like squats. So we come down, we get a little bit of stretch into the calf. And as we come up, both feet, lifting that heel, nice and slowly. And back down. So that's the important thing, is the speed of the exercise with our tendons to start off with. Keep it nice and slow, so that we can keep loading and strengthening it, but without aggravating it. To progress on from that, we can do the same thing, but onto the one foot, which is going to help strengthen the muscles around the foot and the ankle, and also work with our proprioception. If you do need to, have something nearby to hold on to. And again, you just start with the squat. To start off with, you might need your foot to give yourself a little bit of help as you come up. You might be able to with that, but again, keep it nice and slow. The pain the next day, if it's more than 5, it's too much. We need to go back a level.